The Review tab provides a number of tools loosely related in functionality. By default, spelling, for example, is turned on in OneNote. However, there is a manual way you can spell check. So with the activities to complete here, we'll start with the spelling. We've got to correct the spelling of interoperability using the spelling button. So if we click on the word interoperability, and then on the Review tab I click spelling, on the right you'll see the proofing window opens, recognises it as incorrectly spelled and gives me the correct one. If I click on it, it will insert it back into the table correctly. The second task we've got here is to translate. So you'll notice there is a translate at the top on the Review tab as well. So this can be used obviously for when dealing with foreign languages. We've got to translate the text opposite. So if I highlight that text and if I click on translate, I'm going to click on translate selected text in this case. You'll see the translator window opens. Please note the translator, for this to work you will need an active internet connection. And you get to choose here from auto detect. It's actually Japanese. Let's see if it can work it out. We're going to do it back to English. We select English from the drop down here. And now if I click insert, you'll see that the memoture has been actually translated back to Notepad and it has inserted it opposite where we wanted. The next task we're asked is to find a synonym for frugal and paste it opposite. So again, if I click on the word frugal and then click on the thesaurus, and you'll see that frugal has come up in all the different words that it associates as a synonym for it. And so if we want to, we can just click on the drop down and then click insert. And in this case we'll just undo that. We'll click here first and then we'll go back to insert it where we should. There we go, so economical has been inserted on the left. The next task we've got here is search for OneNote. Now this is using the smart lookup feature in the Review tab. So again I'll click into the word OneNote and click smart lookup. And you'll see on the right hand side the search window comes up and it will give me a whole lot of information related to OneNote, including files that will be stored in SharePoint or in your OneDrive. Very useful for things like research. The next task we're being asked to do is to password protect this section. Now OneNotes can be shared obviously with other people, but you may indeed wish to have a section in your OneNote that is for your eyes only, and the way to do that in this case is to make sure we're in the section. We click on password on the Review tab. The password protection window will open and it says set password. So I'm going to set a password here, just a small one for this case, and then confirm it. You do need to be very careful here, because if you do forget it, you cannot recover your data easily at all. So click OK, and you'll see the window has changed over the side. So we've got change password, remove password, and to give you an idea of how this works, this section is unlocked at the moment because I'm working in it. But if I just click lock all, this is what you would normally see. So the section's password protected. So you either click here or press enter to unlock it. When you do that, it just simply asks you to enter your password and it will be then visible. In this case I'm just going to remove the password from this section. Finally, you may have been wondering why this picture has appeared on this page. The final task we're going to do here is to check the page for accessibility for people who may have difficulty reading or other issues. So in this case when we click accessibility, the accessibility window is telling me there's 2 errors, including missing alternative text. When I click on that, you'll see that both the table and the image, in this case, has no alternate text. And so I can actually fix that by right-clicking on the image, clicking on alternate text, and I'll call it tree, a tree, a picture of a tree. And so then people who might have readers will then be able to have a greater level of access to the page. Hope you enjoy the review tab, and best of luck with OneNote.